we've sold thousands of lots to people willing to exchange on the day and complete within 28 days. Property auctions made quick, easy and simple. Clive Emson Land and Property Auctioneers.
Hello everybody, good evening. Yes, welcome back to another very special show for the Clive Emson September Auction, and it's one that's very close to my heart, this particular one. You may have just seen it in the holding screen there. Yes, we're going to look at 5 pubs and hospitality units going under the hammer in September. And Paul, I've got to be honest, when somebody says to me, "Ian, do you fancy going down the pub?" I've got zero willpower. I'm there. But by the time they finish the sentence, I'm already ordering.
It's happy hour. What can we say? Don't worry, people. It's not going to be an hour of me talking. Don't worry. But
no, it's not. Paul's very kindly picked out 5 lots that are going under the hammer. There's a lot more, by the way, in the pub and hospitality.
Oh, yeah.
179 lots in total. But you've just selected 5, haven't you? Just to give people a bit of an idea of what else there is. But if you do click the link in the body of this broadcast, it will take you to a landing page which shows the rest of the hospitality and pub lots going under the hammer this month. So this isn't it. This is just a selection, right, Paul?
That's right. Yeah, there's more in the auction from Norfolk all the way down to the West Country. So this isn't the only ones that we've got. Certainly of this ilk. There's plenty of others. So have a look at the website. Clicking the link as Ian said, and it'll take you to a landing page with other ones as well. But again, if pubs aren't your thing, and something else is, then I say there's plenty of other opportunities in there. And from there, you can then go through the rest of the website and search anything else that you want to see. And you'll be able to pick up a few more, no problem at all.
100%. Just a reminder, this is 5, by the way, in total across different. We've got land, we've got cottages, we've got coastal, all sorts, isn't it? Retail units. 179 lots in total. This is just a sneak peek at 5, and I think we should get into it. Let's look at our first. Well, this is a pub / hospitality, isn't it? Lot number 4. Boscawen Hotel, Paul. Tell us about this.
That's it, Boscawen Hotel. It's a former hotel with converted granary in the building to the rear, and there's also a car park there as well. Now, it's Boscawen Hotel Granary, 4th Street in St Denis in St Austell, down in Cornwall. Guide price here was £350,000 plus. There you go, there's the granary building at the rear. Nice looking buildings. The granary there was previously converted into 2 flats, or currently previously arranged as 2 flats, should I say. So there may be opportunities there to reinstate that and create separate dwellings there. Maybe create either a thriving business, hopefully, or look at it as an HMO property or something like that. So you house of multiple occupation. All that's obviously subject to the necessary consents being obtainable, of course. But otherwise, it's a really nice looking building to bring back to its former glory and make it into a lovely hotel building again.
Do you know what that does? I could stay there. I do a lot of travelling around, as you know, and so that looks like a nice place to stay. And after a hard day at the racetrack or in the auction house or on the golf course, that looks like the kind of place I want to be.
What's that? What's that tiny violin playing, isn't it?
Yeah, no one cares. Absolutely no one cares. But everybody, you might care about this, and you should care as well. This is lot number 77. The lifeboat's called. Look at this. Oh, one of my favourites, this.
Yeah, no, I love the look of this little pub. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? So it's a period building with accommodation there too. Guide price of £150,000 to £160,000. It's the lifeboat at North Street in Folkestone. It's just outside the stay, so the outer harbour. So a short walk from there. It was previously let at just over £18,000 per annum. But to say, lovely looking building. It needs a bit of redecoration, remodeling inside, and then you can make it into whatever you want. Whatever theme or whatever design you want inside. But say there's got tables, chairs, so there may be opportunities to do food and there's some outside space as well. Split level seating area outside. Again, joint auctioneer introduced this one to us, Miles and Bar down in Herne Bay. Regular supporter of what we do, and spotted the opportunity for the client that it may be the right way for them to go. And I really do hope this property is sold well, and a new sort of lease of life. It's nice to see pubs coming back to life, because as I said, so many of them have closed over the years.
Well, it's had a rough ride, hasn't it, during
Has,
obviously the COVID years. I just looking inside here, like proper pub, that isn't it? Proper.
It is, yeah, exactly that. Yeah, proper old-fashioned pub. It's beams, old-fashioned tables, chairs. Yeah, it's a proper pub. We've got a little pub near us in a little village called Little Totton. Looks exactly like that inside. Proper old open fires, old furniture. Absolutely gorgeous pub.
Right, we're 2 pints in. I'm up for a third pint. I don't know about you, and I fancy going to the Cock and Bottle Inn in East Morden, Wareham. Here it is. Look at this.
Well, I said, we're certainly on a bit of a pub crew, aren't we? We're all over the place. I mean, what have we done? We've done the West Country, Kent, now we're in Dorset. So, we're going along that south coast. This is lot number 105, the Cock and Bottle Inn at East Morden in Wareham, Dorset. It's a freehold pub on approximately half an acre site. The interior might need a little bit of love and a bit of updating. But nice car parking spaces, a bit of outside seating with it as well. So really nice opportunity. And then upstairs you've got a manager's flat as well, which has got 2 bedrooms, study, bathroom, kitchen. Then outside you've got garages, car parking area for about 40 cars. Now there's a field behind the pub that you can't see. It was previously being let by the pub, or leased by the pub, should I say. And it's not included in the sale of the property, but who knows, there may be opportunities in future to get the use of that too. Got a guide price at £340,000 to £360,000, introduced to us by Savills, and they thought we were the people to help them work on this property to get the best result for the client.
Fantastic stuff. Right, 3 pints in. I'm starting to see double now, Paul. I'm seeing a couple of you there, but I can manage a fourth. I don't know about you. And I fancy taking a trip to the Mariners Tavern.
The Mariners Tavern in Great Yarmouth, indeed.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Here it is. Look, I'll pop it on the screen. Lot 109.
Lovely looking building. It's an old Lancan's pub in Great Yarmouth. The Lancan's Brewery is in Great Yarmouth. They do some good beers there. So this is just set back from the old quay, but obviously the town centre. Then obviously you've got the seafront, etc. But this is again a proper old-fashioned pub. A beautiful looking building from the outside. They are the games room. You've got pool table. Good darts teams playing in there as well. When I went the other day, they'd said they'd done the darts night the night before, and it was quite a busy night. So
it's operating right now, is it?
Oh, it is, yeah. So there's a tenant in there at present, and I think they're paying about £17,500 a year. But they're going to be vacating on the 5th of November. So the pub will be vacant. The building will be vacant because there's a flat upstairs as well, and it's a big flat upstairs. That's a 2-bedroom flat with living room, kitchen area, dining room, bathroom, etc. But it's a big flat upstairs. That will be vacant too. So it will be sold with vacant possession on completion. There's a slightly delayed completion on this one. It will be completing 8 weeks after the sale, as opposed to the standard 20 working days. So effectively 40 working days after to allow the tenant to vacate and end their lease. So then the owners can then go in there, do as they want with it, update it, then look to either re-let it or run it themselves. Yeah. But I say high price on that one, £150,000 to £160,000. It's for all that building. It's got some outside seating area as well.
Do you know what I was doing when I type out the guide price in the little, like if I show you I'll show everybody on screen now. Yeah. So this is the Mariners Tavern there, and I type this out manually, and I have to double check. I'm like, was that really a guide price, 150 to 160? I just have to double check sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's a lot of accommodation there for that kind of money. As I say, if you can get good food, good reputation, and make it a destination pub where people want to go to, then I think that could be a cracking business, especially with the accommodation, the flat that's there too.
Brilliant stuff. Right, let's get on to the fifth and final before I start to move on to the pints of water. Lot 165. Here it is, Crossways Hotel in East Sussex. Oh, I mean, wow. What a way to finish.
Yeah, it's a stunning looking building, this one, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Crossways Hotel in Wilmington, Polgate East Sussex, and has a guide price of 875,000. It's a period hotel with great potential. It's sitting on about or just under 1.5 acre plot, 1.4 acres. It's a nice looking building. There it is. I mean, you got all the shutters obviously around the doors. As I say, sitting in about 1.4 acres as well, almost centrally within that. It's got a pond on the grounds too. Nice looking building, and as I say, there's great opportunities there to hopefully create a fantastic business, or alternative uses. Now there may be opportunities, or in fact planning permission was granted for extensions to the existing hotel. So again, that has lapsed unfortunately, but that may be able to be reinstated moving forward.
Fantastic stuff. Paul, what's your favourite, if you're going down the pub on a Sunday afternoon, what's your drink of choice? Are you very much a weather dependent kind of guy? Because I like a nice sort of a Christmassy ale around December time. I like a nice cold cider when it's like weather we're having now, and then I don't mind a lager if I'm being a bit of a lout and watching the football.
I'd say a bit similar, really. I mean, I do like my proper beers. A local one to some of our offices is the down in the sort of Hampshire area, Ringwood Brewery, and I know you thought it might be that one that you might recognise. And they do
and the Hogsback Brewery.
Hogsback, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
very nice. Yeah.
So no, a nice light golden one would be the favourite. But like I say, a nice Aspel cider is nice and crisp as well in the. Other ciders are available. Other beers are available. I think we have to say that sort of thing. But no, I think you're right. It's a bit weather dependent, but no, the one of choice is always a pint of 49er, I think, at the old Ringwood Brewery.
Good man. Right, Paul, thank you so much for joining us for that. That's a look at 5 pub and hospitality lots going under the hammer in the Clive Emson September auction. There is a lot more though. If you're in the market for that side of things, that is an area you're looking at. Do click the link in the body of this broadcast. That's just 5 we've shown you, but there are more.
Yep.
So it will take you to a landing page which shows you all of that. But if you want to see all 179 lots going under the hammer, scan that QR code. It'll take you to the full catalogue. So do check it out. It's 179 lots in total. Bidding goes live on Monday, the 18th of September. Right, Paul, I'm going to have to go because this is making me thirsty now. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go down the pub.
See you down the pub.
I'll see you later.
Bye. Happy hunting, everyone.
We've sold thousands of lots to people willing to exchange on the day and complete within 28 days. Property auctions made quick, easy and simple. Clive Emson Land and Property Auctioneers.